You're such an asshole.
Good morning, children. The old Capmeister here. 3-Dog. Ow! And the irony that I want to play Fallout is not lost on me while we're all quarantined. James writes, "Hey, Cappy, shout out from the UK. Waffle section that can be skipped. Oh, must be British vernacular. What's waffle section? Bullshit section? Just want to say, keep up the good work. I am now over halfway towards chartership in accounting." Oh, yeah, that's the British CPA. All right, good. "After studying a bullshit degree, thanks in part to asshole consulting, and my employer is fitting the bill too for the... This is great. Cappy was the Moses that led people to the promised land of no student loan debts and job offers. But he was an ism because he didn't tell the womans and the minorities what they wanted to hear. Though some womans and minorities did listen to him. And those womans... Actually, I don't know. James could be a minority or a womans. James, are you a womans? All right. All right. Knock it off. That's what happened when Cappy... I don't even have my coffee. I'm cutting out the coffee. I got bubbly. All right. So let's get this done. My video request is a simple one. Just want an on-form... God, the British vernaculars. I want an on-form Cappy to dissect and drop some knowledge on this sham of an article. And so then he linked to a different article written by the Mises Institute, which is ripping apart the article that James wanted me to rip. And that's in Jacobin Mag. I've never heard of it. So let's start here. You gotta understand, guys, just because it's on the internet and it looks like they have a fancy website, doesn't mean it's authoritative or even read. Okay? If you want to do a little interesting experiment, go to Alexa. There's different sites on there. If you type in a URL, it'll tell you how much traffic it gets and how much. I'm not joking. I'm pretty sure my site, my dopey dumbass Capitalism.blogspot.com site, in all of its crappy glory, gets a lot more traffic than this guy. Or this site. I'm sorry, not even the guy, this site. So yeah, out of 7 billion people, there's going to be a lot of stupid people that say something. Now this is how capitalism kills during a pandemic. And it's written by Nick French, and what we're going to do before we even read the article, I may not even get through the article, because that's what we're going to take away from it. Who the fuck is Nick French? And so we're going to find out, and I'm going to guess, because I haven't looked it up, I haven't researched it. I'm going to bet he's not an engineer, he's not a good-looking dude, he's not a contributing member to society. He is going to be employed in some kind of capacity of non-profit activist work. Like, dude, seriously, I know we pick on baristas and the coffee people and all that during the recession, but they at least do something. They at least work an honest job. I'm gonna bet this guy does. Here, Nick is a PhD. An engineer. Hey, Nick is a PhD candidate in philosophy at the University of Berkeley. Okay, he's in Berkeley. Okay, well, good. That's a university that specializes in parasiting. I know someone who went to Berkeley, had her shit together, was like, oh yeah, let's contribute to society, independence, individuality, individualism, the individual, freedom, responsibility, and then she just came out, well, we ought to pay for all it, and it's like, wow, like, you're a smart person, and you just came out like, I guess you're not as smart as I thought you were, or moralist. University of California, a member of the East Bay Democratic Socialists of America. All right, what did I just say? He's not an engineer. He's academia. He's not even a PhD yet, although it wouldn't matter. I mean, if you got your PhD in the liberal arts, it doesn't really matter. And he's a socialist, so he's a parasite, and that's exactly what they are. That's not up for debate. That's not my opinion. When you advocate to take other people's time, you advocate and require other people work more to pay you so that you can live, you are a parasite. Hang on, let's look up Nick French. Let's see if he was also ugly. Nick French. I mean, there's probably several Nick Frenches out there. Here is number one. Oh, I stand corrected. He's a good-looking dude. That's a handsome looking dude. Not bad. No homo, but no, he's a good looking guy. Usually, they're pretty good looking. Or pretty ugly, rather. Nick French. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of... let's go Berkeley. I'm just seeing if that picture is... Okay, here. What does this guy look like? I won't lie, he's an okay looking dude. I won't lie. But that's, he's the one of the 1,000. And look at him. Oh, he's so intelligent looking up. But okay, if you girls want to support a guitar player, our doctoral candidate's the guitar player, like, I gotta support him. Does he have a girl? I'm just wondering if it's the same thing. So, I don't know, dude, do you really care what Nick French thinks? I'm surprised the Beast said, wow, let me guess, the kid who's never worked a day in his life and has, since the age of 5, been in school and never had to support himself and lived on government loans and is begging for a bailout. Wow, this guy's going to advocate more parasitism? Whoa, look out. And it's a cheap shot to say capitalism kills during a pandemic. No, capitalism actually lessens the amount of death because it's the efficient allocation of resources. We get to the things where they need to be most quickly. Quickly, doing it by Easter. From failing to develop a vaccine... 6 words in. Nick, you gonna develop a vaccine with your fucking philosophy degree there? Oh, the maths and the biology are too toughs now, isn't it? No, I don't do the maths. To evicting the jobless and cutting off their health care, to needlessly subjecting workers and the public to infection, capitalism will be responsible for millions of coronavirus-related deaths. Nick, you want to make it interesting? I'll bet you $50 there's not 1 million deaths of coronavirus. I bet you there's not going to be 1 million. Like, yeah, see, this is how liberals are. They go, sneak around and snake and slimy within the year. Don't do it. Well, over 100 years it might kill. No. I'll be honest. The real problem is that the requester, my client, let this bother him so much to the point that he's like, "Oh my God, you gotta take down Nick French." I don't have to take down Nick French. Who's Nick really? What will he amount to? One of the millions, tens of millions of whiny little millennial quanta-ha-ha, socialist quanta-ha-has asking for other people's money? Dude, man, like in university, I'm so smart and intelligent, and I need more government money to explain why I don't need to work. This guy probably actually does listen to The Doors. And I know I'm being cheeky and funny and entertaining, but I'm being deadly serious. Why do you care what Nick French thinks? Why? What? Wow! An academic who's never worked a day in his life is such a pussy, he's never been able to support him. Like, if you took it all away, took his parents' money away, his government's money away, would he be able to man up and support himself and pay the rent? No! But you want me to read this article? How many pages is this? And they blather. Look at all this blathering. Oh, so early in the morning. Profits over people. Wow, that's original, Nick. Critics of socialism often point to the mass deaths that occurred under dictators like Stalin and Mao. Yeah, those are kind of important. I don't know how you measure importance, but death is one of the like deaths during peacetime. I love that communists kill more in peacetime than Nazis do at the peak of their war. It's just such deaths were abhorrent, of course, but we didn't do it right that time. But we figured it out now in the academia halls. No, I'm kidding. That's it. Now they vacuum. They always vacuum. But one problem with this line of attack is that it selectively ignores the numerous examples of mass death that occurred under brutal capitalist regimes. while also overlooking the everyday deaths that are a matter of course under capitalism caused by grinding and unnecessary poverty. Look, here's an introduction of an idea. They always do this. The left always does this. These people made horrific mistakes of having more kids than they could afford. And capitalism didn't bail them out of the mistakes. Oh my God, they're living under capitalism, made stupid mistakes and they suffered. Yes, you make stupid mistakes, you will suffer. And I'm not even going to bother with mass deaths under capitalism. Right, okay, buddy, sure. Is this the colonialism? That's not capitalism. If I link here. Jacob Mag. Oh, it links to Jacob Mag, Mike Davis and the Crimes of Capitalism and Socialism. Okay, I'm not gonna bother. Both these realities are soon will be confronting us under the unfolding coronavirus pandemic. The virus will likely kill millions. No, it won't. Millions of people in the United States alone? No, it's not. Okay, Nick, $50. Let's go. Hey, Nick, I'd like to earn back the $50 that my taxpayer money went to pay you to do your fucking thesis and jerk-off studies. Many of these fatalities would have been avoided if we had social order that placed the needs of people over profit. No, you don't understand. Profit is necessary. That's not, it's like oxygen. How, are you making money, Nick? Are you profiting off of going to university and having the taxpayer pay you? Oh, you're profiting? Everybody needs profit. Otherwise, why would you do anything? You're not going to pay me? Well, fuck you, my time. I'll go sit here and jerk off and play video games. This is such low-rank, parasitic socialist. Dude, it's people over profits. Do you wonder why profits existed in the first place? Do you know what results in people investing, entrepreneurs investing? They don't invest for fun or charity. It's like, well, here's my life savings. I really worked hard for this. I'm going to invest it in a business. And that business better generate me profits so that I might live and eat. Dude, man, he's making a profit. Oh my God. You mean like when you're paid wages? You exchange time and get money, so you might afford things to live. The entrepreneur invests his or her money into a thing or a widget or whatever, so that it generates money so that they might live. Profit over people. To explain why, we should first go over some basics about capitalism. Oh yes, Nick, tell me. Capitalism is an economic system in which a small number of people, capitalists, own the vast majority of the resources. No, that's not, no. That may be a result because some people are just better, or they're more opportunistic, or they're at the right place at the right time. That's true. But that's not capitalism. Necessary to produce useful things, other people, the working class, the vast majority of us own very little to no such resources. No. Well, it is true. Yes, I guess compared to Jeff Bezos, yeah, the working class, the vast majority of us own very little. Yeah, because you know what? The vast majority of people are average. The vast majority of people don't want to work hard. They don't want to hustle, and they don't want to create jobs. I mean, at any point in time, you socially, the workers should own the means of production. Well, go start a company. Or invest in your 401k or your pension. No, because you're lazy fucks. Again, I want to see some engineers. I want to see doctors. I don't want to see your token 1 or 2 doctors or engineers. I want to see where the vast majority, we're doctors and engineers, we're actually working hard. It's always a lazy, no good, worthless, parasitic, liberal arts majoring fuck. They got more than me. What are you producing, Nick, with your philosophy degree, aside from panhandling? Members of the working class must sell their labor to capitalists for a wage. Yeah, so you get paid money in order to survive. Yeah, it's called work. Don't know if you know what that is. It must depend on the financial support of someone else who works for a wage. Yes, okay, it's called parasitism. The capitalist then sells the products made by the worker on the market, hoping to fetch a price and or above the cost of materials what they paid for. Well, right, they got to make money too. I don't get it. Is this complicated? Oh my God, the farmer wants to make money for toiling in the field. Well, yeah. How dare that farmer want to make money? Well, I'm trying to figure out what's the difference. There's a worker that gives up his or her time and they'd like to be compensated. There's an entrepreneur who goes to the extra lengths of managing labor, production, property, plant, and equipment, and all this, and they would like to be compensated for their time. It's just they're the one using their money, signing away on the dotted line, and putting things at risk. They should be entitled to all the profits. I'm sorry, Nick, that you're jealous. I'm sorry that you're a lazy, no-good fuck, and you don't want to work for a living, and that people who work harder than you are willing to suffer more than you make more money. I'm sorry. The capitalist sells the cost of material paid and made the good. The difference between the goods cost of production and the price of the good sells for what the capitalist keeps as profit and can do whatever the hell he feels like. Buy a yacht. Okay, yeah, like the top 1 or 2%, well, not top, let's say 10, 5. Yacht's pretty exclusive. Yacht is pretty exclusive. Build a 14th bathroom in their mansion, whatever that. He makes it seem like all these rich people exist. Like the guy who runs the local bar, the local farmer has yachts. Usually capitalists compete with one another to sell similar goods. That competition forces each capitalist to keep their prices as low as possible, but in order to continue making product, capitalists need to keep low costs as well. Yes, competition forces each Well, wait, if they keep costs low, here's a perfect example to James the requester. Nick doesn't understand Walmart. Does Nick hate Walmart because it keeps, it pays their employees low, but at the same time, wait a minute, with their costs low, they keep the prices low, and they make things way more affordable to everybody. James, I'm sorry, I don't have time nor the desire to read through this low-grade, parasitic, I'm a lazy fuck slop. The coronavirus and capitalist dysfunction, first pharmaceutical companies could have started to develop a vaccine for the virus years ago, but there was no profit in it. Why would they do that? Why? The novel, what do they call it, a novel? The novel coronavirus is now ravaging the world as if it is SARS, blah, blah, blah. It would have been possibly, again, research on vaccines and cures for coronavirus as general. Give us a head start on it. Oh, look at this idealistic little pussy fuck. Nick, the world doesn't owe you a living. You do not have the right to enslave the shareholders of these pharmaceutical firms to create a vaccine if they're going to lose money. And if they start creating vaccines that don't make money, then the business goes under. You don't make no money. And then there ain't no vaccines for nothing. But pharmaceutical companies did not pursue the research because the prospect of cure was not sufficiently possible. Yeah. Researchers are now working on vaccines. Well, yeah, now probably billions of dollars is going into it. Those are 12, 18 months away from the outbreak will have run its course. Epidemiologists estimate that the coronavirus will kill up to 2.2 million people in the United States. I really doubt it. 50 million people globally. Most of the deaths would have been avoided if I had a vaccine. I got a question. Survival of the fittest, who cares? Here's a real interesting philosophy. Who cares? Bad shit happens. I mean, Nick, are you helping with this? Are you helping create a vaccine? Or are you just bitching and whining? This is what I love about leftists. They don't want to do the hard. Are you a virologist? Are you a doctor? Are you going to get off your pampered little spoiled white, probably suburbanite ass at the University of California, Berkeley? Are you going to go and do something? Or are you just going to bitch and whine saying, we need more money? Bad shit happens. What, should we always be on the eternal defensive? Oh my God, something bad might happen. Let's spend trillions. Don't feed the people. Don't invest in, or God, whatever. Nobody have fun. Nobody have plastic straws. A turtle might get hurt. James, I'm sorry, I can't read through this shit. It's just a whiny, spoiled Kawanta haha who wants money. He's just a whiner and complainer. This isn't a doer. I guarantee. Here's the whole point. Nick French will achieve nothing in his life except whining and complaining. He's not going to start a business. He's not going to employ people. He's not going to produce a product. He's going to be one of those boomer professors that you all love to hate now because they screwed it. And he's not going to do a damn thing in his life. He will not produce anything of value. Why do you care at Jacobin, whatever this site is, and a loser, a genuine loser like Nick French? Yeah, I want more money. Oh, wow. That's novel. There's something that's novel, using the appropriate word. I'm sorry, I just don't care. Socialist demands other people work more so he doesn't have to. Guy in New York wears green shirt. Weather at 6. All right. There you go. Questions, answers, links down below. See you guys later. Toodles.